Welcome everybody, good morning, good afternoon and good evening. Thank you for joining us wherever you're joining from today for the Trust for Sustainable Living 2023 International Primary School Debates. We have a fantastic team of judges on screen with us and our moderator, who I will introduce you to shortly. And we have an amazing number of students from around the world who are joining us in the audience are going to be sharing with you today their ideas on how youth can be better supported to thrive in green jobs. We are recording this session and we're also Facebook Live, so I'm just going to start off with some Zoom etiquette before we begin our introduction. So as a reminder to everybody, when you appear on screen, please make sure that your videos are on, that your sound is muted, and if you would like to make a comment or question, please raise your hand, either your real hand or your virtual hand as well. It's fine. Please remember when you come on to screen to set your name to your team name first and then to your chosen name that we're going to be calling you throughout today. If there are any problems with your connection, Eva may switch your video off to improve the sound quality. So if you're having some connection issues, don't panic. And if your internet does drop out, then please rejoin us on the same link that you have used to join today's meeting. And students, we will invite you up on the screen in a few moments to get ready to start sharing your debate points. Audience, please feel free to share your support with the students in the chat. You can share questions and answers. You can use your reaction buttons as well to show support for the students. I know we have a large number of classes watching to support their teammates as well, and parents and teachers, I'm sure, supporting their students as well. So, earlier in the year, we asked primary and secondary students from around the world to share their thoughts on how young people could be better supported to thrive in green job through an essay. The reason we chose this is because post-COVID, governments around the world made statements around building back for a greener and better economy to help to improve things after the COVID pandemic closed a lot of our economies down. But there was concern from business that young people lacked the skills that were required, concern from teachers that they didn't feel confident to teach these skills, and concern from young people about how they were going to gain the skills that they needed to compete in these green jobs. So we asked young people to share with us how they felt they could be better supported. We had a total of 1,215 essays from 65 countries. We had 271 primary essays from 27 countries, and the majority of those countries, I'm delighted to say, are represented today here at the debates. And to help judge our debates, we have a fantastic team. So I'm delighted to welcome our judges and introduce them to you, who are going to be watching our debates carefully today and helping to make some very difficult decisions. So first of all, we have Professor Sikhululle Mzani, who's a faculty member from the University of South Africa, specialising in the field of environmental education. His research focus centres around education for sustainable development issues, such as climate change education. Over the years, he's authored numerous articles and book chapters on this subject, and additionally has guided and mentored both Masters and PhD students in the areas of environmental education and education for sustainable development. Presently, he's also serving as a visiting scholar at the University of Reading. So welcome, Professor. Thank you very much for joining us. Second judge today is Penny Tomlinson, who is one of our Board of Trustees at the Trust for Sustainable Living. She's been a resident of the village where our education centre is held, Hampstead Norreys, for over 25 years. And she's retired from a long career within the energy industry, where she held a number of positions, including environmental planning and reporting, policy and strategy. Welcome, Penny. Thank you for joining us. We also
look forward to the debate.
Thank you. We also have Amondi Peter, who is the founder and CEO of Global Youth Forum, a community organisation founded in Kenya that seeks to empower youth skills to help them create jobs or work to realising the Sustainable Development Goals. They provide opportunities in 4 key areas, including education, adventures, entrepreneurship and environment, and enable young people to gain leadership, civic education and life skills. Welcome, Amondi. Thank you for joining us. And finally, we have Shane Emily, who is the co-founder and director of ProMile Consulting, a consultancy firm specialising in education for sustainable development, project management, research and strategy development, and business process improvement. Shane has over 17 years experience in the public and private sector, producing learning support materials, initiating and coordinating sustainability change projects, and developing a sustainability programme for the Indian Ocean region, amongst others. He holds a master's degree in education for sustainability and a dual master's in business administration and global project management. And he currently is an executive board member on the Environment Appeals Board appointed by the President of the Republic of the Seychelles. So welcome, Shane. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Kirsty. Happy to be here.
Delighted to have you. That team is our wonderful judging panel. And leading us through today's debates, we have Anita Blagden. So welcome, Anita. Thank you for joining us. Anita is a former primary school teacher and a valued member of the Trust for Sustainable Living's education team. She works at our Living Rainforest Visitor Centre and works to connect students from across the UK with rainforest ecosystems and the sustainability challenges that they face. So I will welcome Anita to the stage, virtual stage, and we'll hand over to her to introduce the debates. Welcome, Anita. Welcome, judges. Thank you for joining us. I look forward to the debates. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks very much, Kirsty. Okay, so hello everyone. As I say, my name is Anita, and this is my first time moderating, and actually it's the first time I've actually experienced these debates, so I am super excited. I've watched last year's ones. Wow, you've got a lot to beat there. They were fantastic. I'm sure you're going to do a good job. I'm sure you're all excited. So let's get on. Thumbs up, superstars. Okay, so the first part of the debates is where there's 4 teams. The first team is called governments, the second is called the media, then we've got the educators and businesses. And you are going to do your presentations on how different parts, the government, the media, educators and businesses can support young people and thrive in green jobs. Okay, so after each presentation, there's an opportunity for the judges to have comments. There's about 5 minutes where judges will ask questions and ask the debaters, and then we will switch over the teams and move on to the next presentation. I've got on the list here, there's an opportunity for a quick break after that, 5 minutes maximum. So no time to go and have 3-course meals, guys. Just a little snack or go to the loo if you need to, but you do need to be back within that 5 minutes. Then we've got the debates part 2. Kirsty, do you want me to mention that now? Yeah. So once you've done the first bit of the debates, this is a big job. You're going to come back and as a whole group, collectively, your top 20 ideas on how young people can thrive in green jobs, you've got to come up with the first top 5 or 10 ideas. So this is just when everybody can ask questions. They can come up with ideas, put your hands up virtually, or you can just raise your hands like that, and we'll give you the opportunity to share your ideas. Now, I've got a list of the names. I will try really hard to get the pronunciations right. Please, though, just correct me if I get them incorrect. Okay. Anything else? And then there's judges are going to ask questions too at the end of that.
Exactly.
Yep. Anything else?
No, can we just remind the students to rename themselves with your team name first and then your name, just so it's a bit quicker and easier for Ever and I to get you up on screen. And we should see the team government members joining us now.
Okay, so there's a government one first. I've just got one person coming up at the moment. Well, hello. Hope everybody's feeling brave. You're all excited. You're doing an amazing job.
I can just say governments are choosing to take their time to come and join us.
Almost got everyone on screen, I think, we're coming through.
And this time we can blame Zoom. No governments are blamed on this.
Okay. Let's have a look. Right, I think if there's anybody in the government team that isn't up on screen now, if you raise your hand or let us know in the chat, we can add you in. But I think that is everyone. So Ransom, no problem, we'll rename you in a moment for the media team. Okay, excellent. Right, Anita, I'll hand back to you and you can welcome our government's team.
Hello, hello everybody in the government's team. So would you like to start your presentation now, please?
Greetings everyone. My name is Tanvi Turungui. Welcome to today's TSL International Debate. Our topic is green jobs, and my team and I will be discussing the role of governments in supporting young people to thrive in green jobs. What is government? Government is a constitutionally established institution that governs a country or region. Governments have three main arms: legislature, writes the law; judiciary, interprets the law; and executive, implements the law. As you can see, because of the role of governments, they can write laws and enforce them to influence the setup of green industries, the funding of research in green technology, the curriculums taught in schools, and ultimately the support of young people to thrive in green jobs. My team is here to debate these points in detail. We hope you enjoy.
Did you know that in one global survey, researchers found that only 29% of people aged 15 to 30 felt confident enough to have a green job? Governments can change all of that through creating and setting new school material. To begin with, the government can work with experts at certain areas of green jobs to start creating new school material. Professionals can start to establish curriculum frameworks that fit in with green jobs, then including it in an actual school curriculum. If the government does this, the curriculum will be more relevant and certain. Then, the government must start providing training and professional development for educators. Training teachers is crucial so that they enrich their knowledge and skills on green jobs. Furthermore, we can provide funding and resources to schools. By providing resources and materials related to green jobs, the schools can have the materials needed to teach students. Last but not least, to actively engage in evaluating process of development of green job education. The government will regularly check in with students to provide more resources to see the students' development and fixing any mistakes that they have made. Overall, the government will be actively engaging in the education field. They will make sure to set good examples and to provide lots of aid to schools. I now hand to the next speaker.
Thank you. My name is Esther. So governments can support NGOs that are promoting green jobs through funding and support, rallying public support, and awareness campaigns on government-controlled media channels. Governments can support green industries through more payments of green businesses. This can be achieved by offering them stimulus funds and tax breaks. Governments can also provide these businesses with resources by helping them to connect to international and local markets, providing access to free or subsidized trainings and access to interest-free or low-interest loans from banks. In this way, government is promoting entrepreneurship, creating green jobs, and growing a sustainable economy. Thank you. I'll hand it over to Jeremy.
I think that the government should tax businesses and companies more if they don't support green jobs. Anyone who is being unsustainable will get a fine, and this fine may increase if they continue with unsustainable practices. I also think that the government could offer training to people in businesses to show them how to support green jobs before they go down the route of taxing them. Thank you.
Governments worldwide can also support young people to thrive in green jobs by empowering young people to use their own voices to engage in environmental activism and becoming environmental activists. Giving a voice to young people will inspire hope to future generations. There are many legislations dedicated to the protection and preservation of the environment, and has approved the Sustainable Development Goal investing into green jobs. In doing this, the government will be supporting and investing in a beneficial movement that will allow for them to be more sustainable in the future. Strong environmental governance is crucial to supporting sustainable development and mitigating the impacts of climate change. Please note that green jobs are beneficial because they help to reduce our impact on the planet and preserve natural resources. Some examples are minimizing contamination and waste, reducing greenhouse gas emissions. Climate change impacts everyone, but the future belongs to young people.
In conclusion, through our debate, we have understood that governments are a group of people who have a significant authority to make decisions on behalf of citizens of a country. They have noteworthy impact on matters such as the economy, environment, businesses, and transport, which have an influence in our lives every day. Therefore, there is a lot that the government can do to support and promoting green jobs among youth. The government can use the school curricula to develop skills in youth to take up green jobs, provision of resources, internships, and encouragement of innovations can be made to youth to promote green jobs. Last but not least, in all fairness, the government should ensure the creation of green jobs and its sustenance through equality, so that youth will not feel marginalized or underprivileged as a result of engaging in career pathways which have no negative impact on the environment. I would like to wind up with a small poem. I see a green future with no carbon footprint, a world without fear of having to breathe lifestyle that does not turn my environment black. Happiness and comfort to our children bequeathed. Thank you.
Wow, primary one. Can you hear me? That was awesome. You should be all very proud of yourselves. Now I'm going to hand it over to the judges, and hopefully the judges will give you a little bit of feedback and maybe they'd like to ask you some questions. Hi, Penny, your voice. Would you like to say something, Penny?
Yes, I will. I think that was an excellent start to these debates. So there's some very good points that everybody made, and some very different points across the whole group of you, which was quite interesting to hear. I just wonder what the key message that you'd like us to take away is from all of you. Perhaps one of you can sum it up for the group.
Hiranga, yes, as you concluded, would you like to answer Penny's question there?
Yeah, government should promote equality. And that is the main answer.
Very good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Amanti, have you got a question?
All right, good one. Well done, team. I'm just curious because Malik did ask something in terms of the voices for young people. Malik. So Malik, if the government was to do one thing to support young people in getting into the green jobs, what will that one thing be for you? That's for Malik.
Malik, do you want to unmute?
They would have to be more can I say it, they would have to they will have to limit greenhouse, like what they basically have to do is they have to be more careful with what they're doing, because like polluting is something very bad, and if they could try to stop a bit of polluting, maybe like if governments could make a law to try and stop a bit of polluting, maybe it would be better.
Thank you, Malik.
Thanks, Malik.
May I add that I think governments should also encourage people to support green jobs by
Oh, Jeremy disappeared.
I can see he's reconnecting. Hopefully he'll be back with us in a second.
I want to know his answer.
I think he's back with us.
Jeremy, are you back? Hello. Do you want to answer that one again?
So I would like to add that businesses should also encourage and educate people about green jobs and not just punish them.
Thank you, Jeremy. That looks as if that's it, Kirsty, for this one. Okay, well done, group. Okay, so can we move on to the second one, which is the media group, primary 2?
Yeah, so government's team, you're about to disappear off the screen. So ever I'll take governments off if you put the media team on. So Ransom is part of the media team. Teamwork.
Great work.
Okay, I think we're almost there.
Just a couple more, I think. Oh, no, there's 2 disappearing. I've got 4 in primary 2 team.
Okay, is that all the government's team? Let's have a look. Thank you everyone for bearing with us. There we go. Okay. Have we got Ransom up on the screen? There we go. I think just got Ransom, everyone coming up. I think that's almost everyone.
I've still just got 4 here, Kirsty.
I'm curious to see if Darren is here under a name that I cannot recognize, friend.
Yep, she's just typed in the chat. The name's Senim Karriabit. It's Darren. There we go. That's our last team member. Okay, we'll just get Darren on screen, Anita, and then we are ready to go.
Okay, hello primary 2 team. I hope you're all ready to show your presentation. So is there anybody who's going to start this off with the slideshow? Whose job is that?
That's mine, miss. Can you see, is the presentation up now?
Yeah, I've got the presentation up.
There we go. Over to you, team.
Good luck.
All protocols observed. Listen as I tell you what green jobs are. By way of definition, a green job is any job that doesn't bring any harm to the environment, either to the air, land, or water. Instead of creating harm, it rather makes our environment sustainable. Take, for instance, green STEM careers are the fastest growing careers in the world. There are many ways students can be qualified professionals in this area. Talking about green STEM, we are talking about those jobs that can help solve the impact of climate change. Using STEM skills, media should play a vital role in advertising green careers. This is not limited to radio, newspaper, and television only. Such publicity can be made using drones and helicopters, which are also part of media. Remember, media are the channels that pass information. Example, radio, television, newspaper, drones, and even helicopters. And the audience are the people that benefit from information passed by media. Thank you.
Thank you, Ransom.
How should people even get informed about the green jobs? One idea, and one that is really effective, is direct advertisements. It would be required for magazines and newspapers to have at least one page specifically for an advertisement for a green job. This advertisement should be in the form of a short text. Green jobs that need more employees should definitely have free adverts on TV stations. Of course, jobs that just call themselves green but are the exact opposite should not be allowed to advertise as green no matter what. TV stations are also not allowed to say anything bad about green jobs that have advertised, because that annihilates the effect of the adverts totally. Staying on the topic of TV adverts, green job adverts should always have a joke or something else of a sort, so it stays in people's minds as a positive thing. A lot of this is already happening, and that's just a sign that in the future all of this is possible, and after all, we might not live on a gray planet. We might live on a green planet. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Jovan.
Honorable judges and audience, I'm the third speaker for media. We believe media can raise awareness and popularize the concept of green jobs through advertising. Media, being the link between businesses, influencers, and the general public, is the ideal figure for the job. The movie Top Gun, released in 1986, led to a 500% increase in naval recruiting by raising the awareness indirectly. The same can be applied to green jobs. By introducing a positive and admirable character in the field of green jobs, will markedly increase the awareness. Such character can be incorporated into a film, stage drama, teledrama, a music video, or even a cartoon series. The concept of green jobs can be used for fashion shows, reality shows, award functions, and game shows. As I have emphasized, media is the only link to all these fields, and so will play the main role. I hand over to Nicholas.
Thank you, Mahmoodi.
I will continue for Nicholas.
Yeah, go ahead.
Honorable judges and audience, I am here to establish that media can promote green jobs through celebrity endorsements. Media has access to mass audience and due to its job criteria, often in contact with celebrities, influencers, and prominent figures of the society. They are in an ideal position on the act as the center point and collaborate with both parties. The population tend to look up to celebrities, and celebrities can positively convey a message to many. Media provides an ideal platform for this via adverts, interviews, and celebrity talk shows. The concept can be introduced. Furthermore, documentary programs hosted by celebrities directly addressing various aspects from green jobs will enhance the effect.
Hi there, can I just stop? I've just had something from Nicholas. He should be he's trying to be admitted as a panelist.
Okay, we will get him in.
Bless him. So is it Nicholas's bit now?
Yes. So I think celebrities can endorse the idea of green jobs. For example, a singer such as Dua Lipa, Katy Perry, or Beyonce. Another idea would be a writer that is known around the world, such as J.K. Rowling, who wrote Harry Potter. These people are important because everyone our age has heard of them. These people have more fame than the rest of us, and so they will be listened to. Their voices are heard on lots of social media, such as YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. More and more people subscribe, and so therefore they will attract more attention. They will be on TV too, and people will watch them after work or school, and the message will be heard. As well as that, they can get into newspapers and magazines, which means people that don't have social media can hear what they have to say about green jobs. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Nicholas.
International Labour Organization says that 24 million new green jobs will be created by the end of this decade. In comparison, there are 818 million green jobs in the non-green sector. That is a whopping 1:35 ratio. Today's youth lacks information and inspiration to get into green jobs. This is where the media plays a humongous role. I am Adya, proudly representing India. When we feel the need to be inspired, we turn towards the media. To market the green field, media houses must have green hour programs. Invite eminent green job holders, talk about the importance of green jobs and how they are the way forward. Conduct green award ceremonies where achievers in this field are honored. Media houses have a lot of money allocated towards CSR events. They should use this to adopt a village, provide scholarships, and create green jobs for the local population. When such success stories are broadcast, governments of nations will be forced to support, fund, and expand the green field. Marketing and publicity are crucial to the success of any initiative. When green jobs are marketed well by the media, it is half the battle won. Thank you, and over to the next speaker.
Thank you, Adya.
Media can utilize social media platforms to share short, informative videos, infographics, interactive quizzes, and also role-play games that educate users about green jobs and their significance in addressing environmental challenges. Additionally, online blogs and articles can provide in-depth insights into specific green job sectors such as renewable energy, sustainable agriculture, or ecotourism, offering practical advice and resources for individuals interested in pursuing such careers. Collaboration between media outlets and environmental organizations can also lead to webinars and virtual workshops where experts share their knowledge and experiences, creating opportunities for informal learning and networking in the green job sector. Thank you.
Thank you, Darren.
The media not only acts as an informal medium of education, it can also promote youth voices by providing a forum and creating green warriors. Green warriors have a big impact on the world and global warming as seen by the world. At the same time, they might also be promoting eco-friendly solutions to daily life problems. This is how green warriors can encourage children to become an influential green warrior when they're older. So that's why forums and green warriors are a key part in promoting youth voices. Thank you.
Thank you, Chinya.
Impact, influence, inform. These are the 3 I's that the media is capable of achieving. Good afternoon, fellow team members and my audience. My name is Gary Nair from Heartland International School, and I'm representing the UAE in the TSL debates. I would like to summarize the points made by my team today. The role of the media is to circulate news that can help educate people on the happenings around the world. There are many different ways in which we can raise awareness about green jobs through media. Podcasts, social media campaigns, newspaper ads, just to name a few. Creating an awareness of green jobs increases enthusiasm and support within the community. It pushes people to act and make a difference, helping our young generation thrive. With all the modern technology we have access to today, a social media portal for green warriors to network and connect is a clever solution. Another way in which media can be used is to spread awareness of the green economy through celebrity endorsements. Most people are influenced by popular singers or film stars. When celebrities talk, people listen and take action, leading to funding and sponsorship, encouraging our youth to move toward a greener planet. People use media primarily for advertising. The advertising business is brilliant at one thing: persuading people to change their behavior. I would like to conclude by saying the power of media is the power of communication, which can be a strong force that has great potential to influence masses and spur governments into action. Let's broadcast the green economy. Thank you.
Thank you, Gary. Well done, Primary 2. You should be really pleased with that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to see if the judges would like to make some comments or ask some questions. Oh, Amundi, would you like to ask a question, please?
Right. Yeah, good presentation there, team. I did enjoy this bit. But I hope I get this name right. Adhia from India. You did speak about lack of inspiration by young people. So how can media be used to inspire young people to get into green jobs? I'm just curious. That is for Adhia, and anyone in the house can actually answer that. What can media do to get young people to be inspired to get into the green jobs?
They have to show what is the way forward and what do we do to go forward. And
right.
And they should also broadcast success stories.
Right. Good one. Thank you.
Nothing inspires people more than success stories.
Right.
Thank you.
They should advertise green jobs for students to hear it.
Thank you. I'm just like, oh, somebody else has raised their hand. Jovan, do you want to unmute?
Yes, the media could promote green jobs by advertising schools that educate you to work in a green job.
Thank you. Just our lovely Judge Pennies would like to ask a question.
Thank you. I've got a question for Nicholas, and I'm very sorry that you had problems getting in. I think you overcame that very well. But just a question about using social media and famous people to get the message across. Do you have any worries that social media can have a downside and negative messages come across as well?
Maybe sometimes, because some people may post really negative comments, but on the other hand, it's quite a good thing. So I think there could be a few problems, but not much.
thank you. I've got Emily, one of our judges, had your hand raised. Would you like to?
Oh, yeah, it's all right. Penny has already asked the question. Thank you.
Okay, lovely. Am I missing anything? No? Okay, thank you, Primary 2. Well done. Now on to the educators, Primary 3 group.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you, everyone. Bear with us a moment while we switch our media team off and our education team on. So everyone will do the same. I'll switch off, you switch on. Well done, media team. That was excellent.
Apologies to the judge, Shane, who I missed you. I'll make sure I'm watching for the next one.
Can I please quickly add to Penny's question?
Go ahead.
Media can definitely have a downside depending on who is sponsoring them. So we as consumers must be careful and look at different media channels. We should also understand as to who is being right and verify the information.
Good point, thank you. How are we doing with Primary 3?
Okay, so I'm just going to take Adia off. I just wanted to let her finish her point. So Adia, I think, should be leaving us shortly, and then we should have all of the education team on screen for you. There we go. Okay, over to you again, Anita.
Okay, so Primary 3, the education, that's what you've been researching. Is there anybody who wants to start off? Have we got the slideshow ready? Who's speaking first?
So do I start now?
Yes, please, go ahead.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Nhật Anh and I'm from Vietnam. In an era where the world is grappling with pressing environmental challenges, the demand for green jobs has surged to the forefront of the global agenda. As societies strive to transition to more sustainable and eco-friendly practices, the role of education in preparing young people for these emerging green jobs has become increasingly vital. By incorporating sustainability into curricula at all levels globally, education helps shape the minds of young individuals and inspires what sustainability and green jobs can look like. But education doesn't stop at theoretical knowledge. It also extends to the practical realm by providing work experience opportunities. On the other hand, education also goes beyond the confines of classrooms and work placements. It encourages self-learning and personal exploration to inspire individuals to thrive in green jobs. Thank you.
Thank you, Kai.
Would you have liked to learn about how to thrive in green jobs in school? Imagine no cars now. Imagine no one wasting food. Imagine that if you would have learned about sustainability and green jobs when you went to school, how much less food we would waste, how many more people would avoid cars now. We would be standing with less pollution. We would have never harmed the earth and never had problems of this size now. That's why we want to encourage schools to teach about sustainability, biodiversity, and green jobs at a young age. By doing this, we can avoid future problems. Thank you.
I'm sorry, we can't hear you. I saw you've unmuted yourself.
Can you hear me now?
Go ahead.
Education is one of the best ways for young people to develop a discipline and to prepare themselves for the future. For better education, I think that work experience opportunities should be available for young people. I think work experience is important because having a better experience and thriving at something, particularly in green jobs, will be a lot more easier because the person choosing to work on a particular profession will already know something about the profession they choose. Having a better experience may even develop a desire to prosper in green jobs and to strive towards the goal of creating a better tomorrow. To have a desire to be later fulfilled because of the choice to try and save the ecology, young people raise their consciousness more successfully. Having better work experience opportunities can lead to making a career out of a particular profession. They choose this way they could earn money and contribute to a better ecology. In my opinion, work experience is the best way for young people to thrive in green jobs.
Thank you, Anastasia. Is there anybody else?
Can I say now?
Go ahead. Hello.
My name is Hamsini. ASD gives learners for all ages the knowledge, skills, values, and agency to address interconnected global challenges, including climate change, loss of biodiversity, unsustainable use of resources, and inequality. ESD is a lifelong learning process and an integral part of quality education. The current education system is not giving students sufficient knowledge to adapt, act, and respond to climate change and environmental crisis, according to a new report published by UNESCO. In short, the Ministry of Education promotes the sustainability in the daily operation of school through the National Eco School Program. This year, the program celebrates 30 years and anniversary thanks to the support of the government and the NGOs. In the ancient times, uneducated people were masters of self-sustainability, making the most out of limited resources. But now, we have finally caught on and decided to include sustainable living in the curriculum. It's like going from caveman survival skills to let's save the world one compost bin at a time. Time sure does have a way of teaching us, doesn't it? Thank you.
Thank you, Hamsini.
Okay, thank you. So should I talk now?
Yes, go ahead. Priscilla, yeah? Hello.
Hi, it's Priscilla. So, well, in my opinion, self-learning is the best way to promote education to support young people to thrive in green jobs. We should start promoting self-learning at a young age because self-learning helps individuals become more aware of environmental issues and solutions. leading to more informed and sustainable actions. Self-learning also promotes a mindset of continuous improvement, encouraging individuals to seek out new information and strategies to reduce environmental impact. Last but not least, self-learning too can inspire and empower individuals to share their knowledge and advocate for environmental policies and practices, creating a ripple effect of positive change. Thank you.
Thank you, Priscilla.
Can I go now?
You can. Hello. Hello, Alina.
Hello, my name is Alina Ryben. Can you believe that around 40 years ago, there were no computing lessons? Now they are part of our curriculum. Lots of students now say that they want to be coders or game designers. That's what needs to happen with green jobs. That's why we need to include sustainability in the curriculum for all ages globally and provide inspiration on what sustainability and green jobs can look like. A few ways we can do this are green job companies could tell schools what skills people need to be able to do green jobs. Schools could add a lesson in the curriculum to teach students the skills they need, or schools could use current subjects to teach students about being sustainable. In foundation stage and nursery, the students can play fun games about the environment, and they could have gardens where they plant plants. Schools could also organize fun activities such as an Earth Week, a week where students do fun activities related to saving the Earth, and school trips to sustainability-focused places. Like in Dubai, you can go to Mohammed bin Rashid Solar Park, where children learn about how the sun's energy is converted into electricity, or school trips to Green Planet, where you can see rainforest plants and animals, or to companies or factories where green jobs are involved. One of the things my school does is junkature, where students make outfits out of recycled junk. Maybe that's what more schools should start doing. Thank you.
Thank you, Alina. Is that the end of the presentation, guys?
Can I say it now?
Yes, hello.
Okay, I'll start. In conclusion, by incorporating sustainability into curricula for all ages globally, providing work experience opportunities, and encouraging self-learning, education can empower the next generation with the knowledge, skills, and inspiration needed to drive the transition towards a greener and more sustainable world. As we embark on the transformative journey towards a sustainable world, it is essential to acknowledge the vital role education plays in shaping the architects of tomorrow's green economy. Let us unite in empowering our youth to take the lead, paving the way towards a greener and more prosperous future for all. Together, we can make a significant impact. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Nitai, for concluding. And Anastasia, you did very well to overcome. You had a few technical issues there, but we still heard you loud and clear, so well done. Brilliant job, Primary 3. So I'm going to hand it over to the judges now, see if anybody's got any questions. They're quite good at asking questions. Shane, hello.
Yeah, hi. Okay, thank you. Yeah, that was a very interesting presentation. Thank you. I've noticed there's been a lot of emphasis on quality education. And I would like to now take one specific component of what has been shared, the fact that we need to review the learning content. And my question goes to Hamsini from Seychelles. Hamsini, can you provide examples of topics that can be taught in the curricula to promote green jobs?
Like in the curriculum, we can do some fun stuff when they're planting. They can have
They can do it interesting. Maybe like that.
Thank you.
Okay.
Does anybody else want to answer that question? No, okay. So I'm going to move on to hello, Penny. Would you like to say?
I've got a question for, I think it's Anastasia, who talked about work experience, didn't you, Anastasia? So it's just a question for you and for anybody else actually, is what would your ideal work experience be? Where would you like to go and work to get that work experience?
Well, the ideal work experience for me would be the work experience provided in schools, where young people can have it available every time they need something to work on.
Okay, so integrated in the schools themselves, that's a good idea.
Thank you, Penny. That was a good question as well. Well answered. Anybody else? Hello, Amondi.
Right. This one, again, good presentation, team. I did enjoy it, but I'm going to Priscilla. What do you think will stop? You stress something on self-learning. What do you think might stop young people from self-learning or self-education or learning by themselves? Do you have, again, this is open to anyone. What will stop young people from self-learning or self-education?
Laziness.
Oh, there we go. Thank you, Priscilla. But anyone again in the house, you guys do feel free to tell us just one thing that you might think might stop young people from self-learning or self-education.
Okay, Nitai, you had your hand up. Nitai's disappeared.
I want to add more is being distracted and being bored.
Oh, okay, thank you. Good question, Amondi. Lots of answers there. Okay, Shane, you got your hand up again.
Yeah, one more question. Alina, my question to you is, what are some skills that young people should develop during the work-based experience? Alina, are you here?
I think some of the skills could be like maybe knowing how to like maybe influence other people and to be sustainable, like working for example, the government to make people be sustainable.
Thank you. Okay, well done, primary 3. That was fantastic as well. You're all loud and clear, very, 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 I could hear every word, so well done. Okay, we're going to move on now to the final one, which is the businesses. So that's primary 4. So we'll say goodbye to you.
Well done, everybody. Judges are asking some hard questions. Well done, everyone.
Put me on the spot.
Okay,
some very good answers though.
Really good answers.
Excellent answers.
Yeah, I agree.
Possibly some future educators in the making here as well, which is exciting.
Absolutely.
Well done, everyone. Okay, education team should slowly be going back to attendees. Well done, everyone. Okay. And then I think we've got most of the business team up as well. Okay. Is there anyone from the business team that is not on screen that should be on screen? I've got 4 of you.
I've got a list of 7, but we reckon it's 4, do we?
I can see 4 at the moment. We've got a Hal. Yeah. Okay, if you're meant to be on screen and you're not at the moment, raise your virtual hand and we'll add you in. But I think that's everyone that we've got in the attendees list so far. So back over to you, Anita, and I'll get ready to screen share again.
Hello, primary 4. I hope you're all ready. Who's going to start this off? Can you raise your hand? Who's going to be starting to speak?
I will start.
Okay, lovely. Do you want to, should we get the slideshow rolling as well for your presentation, Anna?
Yes.
Good luck.
Thank you. Hello, I'm Anna and I'm a member of the business group. Today, I will try to convince you as well as the other members why businesses are very important and can impact the employment of green jobs. But first, before we start with the key points, I want to start with 2 bullet points and questions. The first one is who are businesses, and the second one is who is affected by businesses. First off, businesses are often seen as people who help the economy with capital investments and products they supply and sell to the public. Businesses are considered to be virtual assistant services, social media management services, web design agencies, coffee shops, online courses and lessons, etc. And the second one, who is affected by businesses. Businesses very frequently affect citizens, political leaders, the economy, the environment and animals, stock markets, investors, and consumers. Because they generally affect the citizens and consumers, businesses are tightly connected to green jobs and the employment of green jobs. And because they help the economy and are financially stable, the business team altogether agrees that businesses should help young people with green jobs, such as buying them the equipment and lessons they need. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna.
I believe that sustainable NGOs and businesses should come together and teach young children about basic green skills. It can help them get their dream job, either acquiring green knowledge and affecting our planet in a good way, a job that affects indirectly, or one that doesn't at all. That's why it would be beneficial, not only for businesses, but for students as well. Many organizations do school visits and give talks about what it's like in the company. They can take an even bigger step and increase young people's interest in making a more sustainable future. This can include interactive workshops or competitions where students think about solutions for problems, like, for example, how to design a green product or discussing the future of green transportation. After all, children are very creative and enjoy learning new things. Wouldn't it be great if your career were affected by something or someone you got inspired by at a young age? That is why I believe that NGOs and businesses should increase interest and inspire young people by visiting schools and giving talks. Thank you.
Thank you, Martina.
Hello, my name is Nathan Humber, and I'm representing the Philippines. Martina made a great point about work opportunities for the youth, and I want to talk about helping all kids achieve their dreams. When I walk outside, I see people with fewer opportunities for green jobs in the impoverished areas. Businesses should engage with all sectors of the community to provide more inclusive employment opportunities. Alongside with that, businesses should set systems to stop discrimination on the basis of race, gender, sexuality, and other factors. They should hire more people in lower income communities. These people don't get opportunities to get a decent income job that aligns with their skill set. For people who can't afford the education to learn green skills, businesses should help them do a just transition. Businesses should listen to communities and people about what kind of training they need for a green job. For example, we can help traditional engineers get training on solar panels or electric cars. Making green jobs accessible is a win-win for businesses and youth. The businesses get a younger, more diverse workforce. More young people get green jobs as a result.
Thank you, Nathan.
My name is Thailand from Vietnam. I will continue our presentation. Nowadays, there are more young people who care for the environment because they suffer from the impact of climate change. They're exposed to the social media by reading newspaper or watching videos. As a result, people could change their mindset on picking their future jobs. They tend to choose a career that gives them money and contribute to the protection of the environment. We as business who deeply care for the environment and the growth of future generation would begin looking for students who want work experience and create opportunity through internship. We would connect with school and organize competition about environmental startup. In these competitions, students would be asked to show their passion for starting a business, turn their ideas into reality, and give their view and action related to the current situation of the environment. During the competition, we will provide workshops about finance, leadership, management, and sustainability to the participant. The winner will receive a job or internship offer from companies. For example, in Vietnam, we have a competition called EcoN, organized by Coca-Cola, with the participant of over 70 teams from high school, college, and universities. As business, we believe that competition is the most effective model which provides an exciting environment where students can learn, work together, and compete against each other. This is the end of my part. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
To summarize, we engage both the government and the non-government sectors to come together, creating green jobs in traditional sectors such as manufacturing.
Can I just stop you a minute, lovely? We've just got a bit of interruption with your voice. We'll just see if we can sort that out for you, and then you can start again. Okay.
Sorry, Nicholas and Jeremy, if you're in the same room as Ahel, if you turn your sound down and make sure you're muted, it should possibly stop the interference. That might be what it is.
Outside. I'll move you outside. Move you outside, which you can.
Thank you, Mrs. Barker.
We're moving him. Thank you.
To summarise, we engage both the government and the non-government sectors to come together in creating green jobs in traditional sectors such as manufacturing, as well as newer industries like renewable energy. Educational institutes, parents and community will collaborate to prepare the young people from the early years to continue throughout their educational years, through studying and eventually through apprenticeships, training and work experience to prepare them in good stead for green jobs. Without going green, the world could become one big ocean and become a desolate wasteland on the seabed, like it happened during the massive flood in Pakistan. Raising awareness and supporting the young people to thrive in green jobs is the future to save our Earth from an untimely destruction.
Thank you, Ahel. Okay, so is that the end of your presentation? Yeah. Okay, well done, Primary 4. Good job again. So I'm just looking at my screen to see who's up there. Okay, lovely. So we're going to hand it over to the judges again, see if anybody's got any comments or questions.
Professor Sikaleli, go ahead.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for the lovely presentation, Team Business. My question will be directed to Anna and Ian, the two of them. Anna spoke about capital investment by businesses, and Ian talked about the workshop about finances. From the two of them, how can we ensure that the funds that are provided by these businesses, these funds are used ethically? Thank you.
Okay, Anna, do you want to start off?
Yes.
Thank
well, we can ensure that they're ethical in a way. Maybe somebody could inspect if they're ethical, see if they're using ethical materials or anything that is good for the environment and that could help provide green jobs.
Thank you. I think that question was asked to somebody else, wasn't it? Who else was asked? Can't see everybody on here.
It's Ian. Ian.
Ian? Hello.
Yes. Okay, give me a sec, please.
No worries. Take your time. Do you want the question asked again?
Ian, I was asking, you talked about workshops about finance. So I was asking you, how can we ensure that the funds that are provided by these businesses for green jobs are used ethically?
Tricky question. Don't worry, Ian, if you don't know how to, it's not a problem. Should we see if there's somebody else who'd like to answer? I don't think I could have answered that one. Really tricky. Okay, don't worry, it's fine. We'll move on to the next question. I've got, Amandi's got a question. Make it a nice, easy one, please.
Yeah, okay. So for members in the house, again, well done and good presentation. So anyone again in the house, if you own a business, what will you go for between these two things, profit or impact? And just add some flesh onto your statement. Either your business will deal with impact or profit. What will you go for and why? Let me go for Anna. Anna, do you want to try that? Will your business do profit or impact? And the one you go for, just tell us why.
I think it's more important for my business to have impact because profit really doesn't mean anything. Impact will help inspire other people and educate them in a way that will make me proud.
Right. Good. Someone else? I'm just curious. Someone else? It's like, thank you, Anna.
I think Nathan had his hand up for that one as well.
Nathan, do you want to have a go answering that one?
Oh yeah, sure. Because it depends on what you're thinking. Because if you have enough impact, it will also drive a profit. It's basic, like some businesses focus on impact, but they also have a profit because the impact is so huge that a lot of people are driven to it. They buy your thing or they invest into your business, and then you get a profit which you can spend into having more impact.
Thank you, Nathan. And I've just seen Shane had his hand up as well.
Yeah, thank you. All right, my question goes to the whole group. All right. What I want you to think about is this question, and then I want you to give your reasons why that should be the case. Okay. Now, let's say you are a group of entrepreneurs or representing a company within your respective country. You agree that businesses should inform the government about skill shortages for green jobs? If yes, you would have to tell me why. And if no, you would also have to tell me why. Okay, so who wants to go first? It's a tough question, I know it. I'm all about tough questions.
Nathan, do you fancy being brave?
Yeah, in my point, I mentioned that the businesses should cooperate with small income communities, and with that they also need help from the government because the government is basically handles these communities. They provide their services. They provide some jobs like and they also provide electricity, water, sewage, and stuff like that. But I do not think that businesses should tell the government that they have a skill shortage, because like, because it isn't the government's responsibility for that. You, and the businesses should find a way.
Okay, thank you, Nathan. I've still got a hand raised for you, Shane. Have you got another question? You're all done. Okay. Anybody else? Oh, I'm wondering, have you got another one?
No,
No?
I'm good.
You're good. All right. Now, I've just been asked to see if people would like to have a 5-minute break now to have a drink, maybe to just have a bit of chocolate or something like that, get some energy, and we'll maybe commence again for the next part of the debate. Would that be okay, Kirsty?
Yeah, what do we think, team? Give us a thumbs up or a virtual thumbs up or a reaction if you want to have a quick 5-minute break, or if you want to.
I've got 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, we're getting quite a few thumbs up from the audience. Okay, we'll take a short 5-minute break. So I make it 12:46 UK time. So if we aim to be back in 5 minutes, so 51 minutes past whatever hour it is in whichever country you're joining us, and then we'll get into our moderated debate section. Okay, so please join us promptly again so we can restart, and we'll have all of our students on screen then for our second section of the debates. Okay, so 5 minutes.
Look, I've just had some voice there. Okay, so this is the bit where you've been focusing on your particular part of this debate, but now we'd have to just almost take a step back. We're going to look at it as a whole, and Kirsty in a minute is going to show a Jamboard with all of your suggestions and ideas, and between you all, you've got to come up with what you think are the top 5 or 10 points that are going to help young people to thrive in green jobs in the future. Does that make sense? Can you give me a thumbs up if you understand? Thank you, Jovan. Lovely. Okay, so what we're going to do, the rule is, if you want to actually comment, you need to either do a virtual hands up or you can just raise your hands. I'll try very hard. It's quite difficult because there's lots and lots of faces I can see on the screen at the moment. I'll make sure I try not to ignore anybody. And as I say, apologies if I do pronounce your names incorrectly. Just correct me. All right? I don't mind. Not offended. Do I need to say anything else, Kirsty?
No, just a reminder, you don't have to pick suggestions that your team has made. You can choose, if you look at this is a summary of all the different ideas that you've raised today. So which you think are going to have the most impact to support young people. Okay, so you don't have to choose your own ideas.
And there's no right or wrong, is there? You know, it's just your ideas. And if you can just justify why you think that is really important, that would really help us.
And then we invite the other attendees in our discussion to share their thoughts, whether they agree or disagree. That will be where the debate comes in. Okay, you ready for me to screen share, everyone? There we go. Hopefully, can you all see that?
Yeah, I can see a screen share. I can't see any children though.
That's okay. There we go. Okay, so this is a summary of the ideas you've presented to us today. So we had 5 ideas from some teams, 4 ideas from the others. So you can think more broadly now as an individual, not necessarily wearing your team stakeholder hat.
I can see Jovan. And he's got his hand raised. Jovan, what would you like to say?
I think that from government, the first thing, building a school curriculum to support green jobs, including green jobs promotion and real-life experiences for students, is probably the most important. Then it's from my team, also the first one, raising awareness, as well as charity endorsements, so that if people learn in their school about it, then other people that are older and that don't go to school but finish school also need to figure out about it. Then the first one from governments and education is pretty much the same thing in my opinion. So everything from education and from
just start us off with one, Jovan.
So you think that if we start when people are young, it's a good time to actually educate. Is that what you're saying, Jovan? Yeah?
Yeah.
Thank you. Do people agree with Jovan? Do you think it's one of the really important ones? Yeah, we've got some thumbs up and hands up there. Fabulous. Okay. Is it Netai? You're next, love. Would you like to suggest or comment? You just need to unmute. Netai, can you hear me? Yeah, do you want to unmute then? That's it. Go ahead. Netai, did you want to say something? Not at the moment. Okay.
Oh, did you say me?
I've got Darren. You're next. Would you like to comment?
Yes, the government has the ultimate power to help young people thrive in green jobs by implementing policies, providing financial support, and investing in education and training programs. Through these actions, the government can encourage the growth of green industries, create job opportunities, and equip young individuals with the necessary skills and knowledge for successful careers and sustainability. By prioritizing and supporting green job initiatives, the government plays a vital role in shaping a sustainable future for young people. Thank you.
Thank you, Darren. Do people agree with her? Do you want to raise your hands? Okay, we've got some thumbs up there. We've got a hand. Adia, do you want to, what would you like to say? Do you want to unmute?
For the education, I think that point 1 and 3 go hand in hand. Mere inclusion about green jobs in curriculum is just half the picture for me. Let me ask all of you, how much of everything that you learned in school but did not put to use or experience it in the day-to-day life do you remember? Not much, right? So introducing green jobs and sustainability to school kids is important, no doubt, but have them implement practical solutions in their day-to-day life is going to be the key. For example, composting on a small scale at home, implement rainwater harvesting to the extent possible at individual homes, reduce our carbon footprint by walking where possible, using public transport and carpooling. Theoretical learning and practical learning go hand in hand. Thank you.
Thank you, Adia. Who would like to agree with Adia? I can't see everybody's hands, but I've got, I have got some thumbs up there. Well done. I think that's a good one, Adia. Well done. Okay. Hello. Would you like to unmute yourself? Jamie, can you hear me? Yeah, well done.
Yes, so for the businesses, I think number 2, they could begin looking for students who want work experience and create opportunities to internships is pretty important because after we do all the motivation, all the education, we need to start developing that process even further into actually creating opportunities through the internships.
Thank you. Who would like to agree there? I can't see everybody. I've got a couple of thumbs up. Thank you. And I'm just looking at the next person. Is it Junyu? Hello. What would you like to say?
I think raising awareness and advertising through various mediums is very important because everyone goes online on a day-to-day basis or just read the newspaper. So this is very important to raise awareness.
Thank you. Who would agree with that? I've got some thumbs up. Yeah, okay. Thank you.
So we've got room for one more point if we're looking for our top 5. So let's have one more identified, and then we can have a bit of a debate and discussion if we think that's the most important 5 on the board.
Kirsty, would you like to choose somebody, because you have been working with people?
Oh, okay, let's have a look. Mahmoodi's hand is up next on my screen. So Mahmoodi, do you want to share your one, and then we can ask the others who have got their hand raised if they agree or disagree with our top 5 so far?
He says others who also want to do, I give a chance to someone else.
Sorry, Mahmoodi, can you say that again?
Me says others also want a chance, I'll give my chance to another person.
Oh, you want to give it to somebody else? Oh, that's very kind of you.
Okay, thank you, Mahmoodi.
Yeah, nice.
Henriette's hand is up next then. Henriette?
I think that to teach about sustainability and green jobs from a young age is very important, because if you learn about it in school, then it can become a hobby and then maybe even a job in the future.
Thank you, Henriette.
Excellent. Okay, so we've got 5 points there that we've heard from our initial speakers. So those of you that have got your hands raised, if you want to propose something different, you have to argue and say debate why you think your point is perhaps more important than the ones we've already had identified. Okay.
I've got Netai with her hand raised. Netai, what would you like? Would you like to have a different point then? What do you think?
I think that encouraging self-learning to inspire young people to thrive in green jobs is more important. Because when we self-learn, then we can learn from a variety of information and sources. Plus green jobs is constantly evolving as new technologies and practices emerge. So if we self-learn, we would know the new things before the other people will know about it and acquire the new knowledge and be able to adapt to changes for future jobs. In the process, they also develop critical thinking skills and be able to have creative solutions and innovations to address complex environmental challenges. Also, they explore new ideas and take control of their own learning and development. Self-learning also allows individuals to delve deeper into specific areas of interest within the field of sustainability by exploring topics of personal passion and conducting independent research. For example, raising ants like me. You might be asking, how is raising ants related to green jobs? Did you know that some ant species are known as ecosystem engineers? When I raise ants, I learn about the importance of biodiversity and the role of insects in maintaining ecological balance. Also, I raise awareness about the importance of conserving species, and conserving the species of ants and that I'm keeping. Also, I promote conservation efforts and contribute to the preservation of biodiversity or ecological restoration. But no one around me knows anything, so I self-learned myself by going on the internet and watching videos. I learned how to protect the queen and help giving birth, how to increase the population, and some more. So I think encouraging self-learning to inspire young people to thrive in green jobs is the best.
So which one of the points we've already got do you think you would take off to add in your
The
point?
one in education, the 4 in education.
We've got two here. So which one of the other 2 would you get rid of? What are you proposing to change?
I chose the number 4 in the education.
Okay, but if we're having 5, if we're going to try and stick with 5 ideas, which idea do you think this one is more important than from the 5 we've already got circled? Or do you think we need to add it in?
What do you mean?
If we're only going to choose 5, so Jovan suggested the first one from the first point from the governments. Somebody suggested the first point from the media. We've got 2 education points circled as well, and 1 from businesses. So if we're only going to try and stick with 5, if you think that encouraging self-learning is most important, do you think it's more important than the 5 we've already got? Do you think we can kick one of those out, or do you think we need to add it in and have maybe more than 5?
I think the number 1 in education should be kicked out.
Okay.
Does everybody agree with that though? Because I had a lot of thumbs up with that one.
Yeah, we've got a couple of thumbs up. Okay, so maybe we'll rub that one out and see if we can identify a top 5. Okay, well done, Minnat, thank you. Who do you want to invite next, Anita?
Oh, what I've got, is it Hiranga? Is that how you pronounce your name? Hello, would you like to comment? What would you like to say?
I would like to comment.
Thank you, please go ahead.
All right, so I'm going to choose the 4th point of the media. So normally every child needs education. So green jobs can be used as a good education source because normally our earth is getting polluted. So then kids can learn how to use green jobs and then they can get education from that.
Thank you. So which point do you think we need your acting as informal medium of education is more important than? Which do you think that will have more impact than, Haranga?
It's the 4th point.
This one here, act as an informal medium of education.
No, Kirsty, the 4th point of government.
Oh, sorry. There we go. Okay. There we go, creating new laws. Okay, so if we're going to create new laws, if you think that's going to have, what do you think that's going to have more impact than? Which are the other points we've currently got circled? And then we'll see if anyone wants to agree or disagree with you.
The 5th, the point of the media.
Okay, so you think we should remove the point about media and put in new laws? Does the rest of the team agree? Or the debaters agree?
Somebody might disagree with that.
Yeah. If anyone wants to disagree with Haranga, you can unmute yourself and tell us if we should keep raising awareness.
We should keep raising awareness because if people that are older and don't go to school anymore, if they don't see it on an advertisement or on a media program, how are they ever supposed to know about green jobs? How are they supposed to know how to even start working in one? They might go onto the internet, but older people might not.
Well argued. So what do people think? We've got 6 up now. 6 points.
Martina, go ahead, you're unmuted.
I think that the first point in media is really important because a lot of young people these days spend a lot of their free time on social media, and I think that it would have a really big impact on them and they would learn a lot more if people would raise awareness through those mediums.
Thank you.
Does anybody else agree with Haranga that creating new laws for businesses is a really important point and we should include it?
We should keep the media one because we are forgetting that not all people have access to internet. Some are poor and they don't have access to internet, so they will understand when we put up posters in public transports, metros, etc.
Okay, another good point.
So raising awareness has this too.
I also think that we should make 6 points
because creating new laws is very important because some companies aren't ethical. Some companies care about only the money, and the only thing that can stop them, well, in most cases, stop them from caring only about money and a bit about the planet is laws. So I think we should keep each and every one of these points.
Okay, so
except maybe second in education, because it's the first as in government. It just teaching kids about green jobs. It's the same thing.
Good point.
Okay, so a bit of
Could I
overlap.
please quickly defend the first point in education?
Please do.
Self-learning is only for the privileged. You mentioned internet. Not everyone has access to internet, but almost everyone goes to school. So point number 1 should come back.
Okay, Ajay's made a good point there. What do the rest of the group think? Anybody agree to put point 1 in education back in, or maybe we need to have both, point 1 and point 4? Oh, a lot of thumbs up. Okay. Who agrees?
I think we should get rid of the 4 in education, because self-learning can take a seriously wrong turn if like social media is involved, because we already know that bad things happen on social media, and people that have lots of influence there can basically everybody will listen to them, all of their followers. So self-learning may turn out to be bad if those who make the tutorials decide to like make something bad.
Thank you. So who agrees with that? We've got some hands up, thumbs up.
Okay. Esther, your hand's up. Is there something you want to add? Is there a point on here you agree or disagree with, or think we should include?
I think that's number 5 in media about promoting youth voices by providing a forum and creating green warriors. I think that links us to number 2, because if government promotes youth voices, it can also help them. It can also encourage them to go into businesses. And then if government promotes the payments, it will make green warriors out of them.
Okay, great, Esther. So Esther's suggesting we promote more youth voices. What do we think, debaters? Do we agree with that, or do we disagree?
Agree.
Okay, yeah. How's giving us a thumbs up? How you've got a point you want to raise? Are we going to add? Are we going to get rid of one of these and put something else in?
So I think we could add celebrity endorsements, because that means that, as well as raising awareness through advertising, we will also see lots of celebrities come on and maybe even talk about green jobs in the way.
Okay, thanks, Ahel. What do the rest of the audience and the debaters think?
Spam it.
Lots of thumbs up there.
Spam it.
Okay.
Yeah, spam for our help.
Derry, your hands up.
I've just seen a comment, sorry, and lots of people are mentioning it about the government's building green jobs into the curriculum is very similar to the education one, and they wondered if we could just perhaps get rid of one of those.
Oh, okay. So which one do we want to get rid of?
Can I quickly add a point here?
Go ahead.
For the government, I think that building the school curriculum isn't really the top job of government. It is the job of curriculum developers, and the government just finally approves it. So for me, the more important point in the government is point number 4, because governments are the final decision authorities, as they are the lawmakers. Hence, governments must pass policies that levy very less taxes to green businesses. That way, many green businesses will benefit and flourish. It will serve as a means of encouragement for them. Also, businesses that do not follow the pollution norms must be used heavily. Youth picks jobs that have an impact on earth in a good way, a job that is appreciated by many and whose impact is visible to the employee on a regular basis. That in itself is a huge motivating factor.
Okay, thanks, Ajay. So Ajay is suggesting that we get rid of the first point of governments because it's similar to the first point of education. Is that what the debaters support, or do we need to leave them both on?
I think that we should leave the first one in governments and maybe get rid of education, the second one, because the one in governments includes teaching about sustainability and green jobs, because it includes like building the school curriculum around green jobs. That's how I understood it. So that includes sustainability, green jobs, and all that. And also like outside of a main curriculum, you can have like clubs that are like all about green jobs, and maybe like something about like arts and crafts, but more about green jobs.
Okay, so Ajay and Jovan think we should get rid of this one. So Darren, I asked you when you were muted. Do you want to share your point as well, Darren?
Yes, I agree with Jovan, and I think in education, points 2 and 1 is really close to each other, and I think 2 needs to be removed. And for point 4, I think self-learning should be removed too.
Why is that, Darren? Why do you think self-learning should be removed?
I think it's not realistic for like everyone. Also, somebody can agree with it, but after school, not everybody is not trying to learn about green jobs. I think they should teach in school. It will be more helpful.
Thank you.
Okay, so Darren's proposing we get rid of teach sustainability, so I'll take that one off for now, unless anyone disagrees.
Not everybody has enough resources to self-learn at school, so instead of self-learning at school, they should learn what they were to learn on their own at home. Not everybody has the resources to self-learn at home, so what they were to learn by themselves at home and by tutorials, which, as I said earlier, can be manipulated by bad people, that should all be part of the school, or maybe those extra clubs.
Okay, thanks, Jovan. Jane, your hand's up.
I think like we are doing this, we are in this debate, and who will wanted to do this debates in your school, like in your school? I think.
Okay, Jane, go ahead.
I feel like in the media section, it says celebrity endorsements and promoting youth voices by providing form and creating green warriors. I mean, at least the number 2 in the media is pretty close to the first one. I feel like we don't really need to include that one. And I think we should still include just that one. I feel like we don't need the second one in the media.
You think that comes under 1, do you, Jane Lee?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so shall I make one big circle around number 1 and number 2?
Lots of thumbs up there, Kirsty.
Okay, great point, Jane. Okay, right, I'll make one big circle and we'll make that 1 point. So be various mediums, including celebrity endorsements.
Yeah. Lots of thumbs up there. We're having a lot of opposition to education, the fourth point about encouraging self-learning. I wondered if we could sort of maybe agree on that one, whether we keep it or just or remove it.
We've got Alina and Gowrie here from UAE. Do you want to share your thoughts?
Could I please defend my idea?
Go ahead. Is it to do with what I've just asked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if they self-learn, then they can go to the developing process whenever they want, and they don't have to like rush. Plus, they can learn anywhere.
Okay, but I'm going to ask you a question. Do you think everybody would be disciplined enough to do that all on their own? I mean, I trust you to do it, but do you think everybody would do that? It's just something to think about.
That's why
I'm going to ask you, yeah.
If they want, then they can do it.
Okay.
Alina and Gowrie, go ahead.
So I feel that number 4 on education should not be there because, as he said, some people don't have the patience to actually sit there and learn. And I feel that it should be changed to provide inspiration, funding, and sponsorship. And actually, I know lots of children and young people that don't enjoy sitting down or trying to study by themselves. So that's why I feel that is incorrect, and provide inspiration and funding and sponsorship should be there so that more people would be interested in looking at that.
Okay, thanks, Gowrie. Alina?
I thought that number 2 on education should we should have that instead of number 1, because teaching about sustainability and green jobs is basically the same as including it in the curriculum, but I think it should be from a young age so people get into the habit of doing it.
Okay, thanks, ladies. What does the rest of the group think? Do we agree? Hamsini, your hands up. Do you think about the points that Alina and Gowrie just made? Getting some thumbs up.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Hamsini.
Okay, I'm sick. I prefer the education, the third one in education, because like when it's like they should include sustainability like in the curriculum, and they will get like more interested in the work experiences.
Okay, so Hamsini is suggesting providing work experience needs to be added. Okay. Do you think that's more important than providing inspiration, funding and sponsorship, or teaching about sustainability for a young age, or do you think they're linked, Hamsini?
I think this in the education, the second and the third links a bit.
Okay. Priscilla, go ahead.
The point I was going to talk about is already there. It's the point that Hamsini said.
Providing work experience opportunities.
Yeah.
Okay, why do you think that one's most important?
Well, because some people doesn't know about there are some work opportunities out there, so they just don't know because like they don't really pay attention to it. So I think we should provide work experience and opportunities because most people doesn't know about these things.
Okay, so would you take one of the others off the board?
No.
No? Okay, you think everything we've got there is super important. Great, thanks, Priscilla. Tai Ewan?
I disagree with the 4th in government because it's quite unfair to punish unsustainable practice. because the most important role of government is to care for all citizens, even before protecting the environment. There are more people who work on any green job, for example, being a delivery guy, which require little to no experience and still gave instant money to them. And if you want to have a green job, and you need to have quite a high level of skill and knowledge, which is difficult to learn.
Thank you.
Okay. Sorry, you need to go ahead.
I was going to say, we've got a lot of points now, haven't we?
Yeah.
How many, what do you want to do, Kirsty? You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
We've got a few more hands up, so I want to hear from those students that have currently got their hands up and haven't shared with us yet. So that's Malik, Jane, Tandy, Tunya, and then I think Alina and Gary have got their final hands up. So we'll hear those 5 students, and then we'll see if we need to add anything or remove anything from our board before we finish off. So Malik, do you want to go ahead?
Hello, Malik, do you want to unmute?
I think that number 4 in businesses, because it will be funding for the green jobs. Will let's say like you're removing something from the wild to make something with it. Let's say a type of plant, but you have to plant it. Once you've removed that one plant to use it, plant another one so it can grow. Like you don't remove it so that you won't have any more. And then it will be for the young people, it would be good because they would learn it to get a habit to be very interested in there, and entrepreneurs venturing into green jobs.
Okay, thanks. Malik's added another one onto the board. Chunya, are you adding or are you taking away? Thanks, Malik. Well done.
I would like
to number 4 from education, because not everybody has like a suitable environment at home to study, because sometimes their families might be chaotic.
Okay, so it seems like there's a lot of support for removing number 4. So if I take that off, is that going to get agreement from the group?
Yes, and I'm not sure under what point this is, but maybe people where kids were the same age as our kids could like learn a bit more about green jobs and then talk about that to their friends and everything, because kids would rather listen to their friends from the same age about green jobs, and that would have more effect on them than listening to older teachers.
Okay, thanks, Jovan. Right, we haven't heard from Tandy yet, so we're going to ask Tandy and Martina. Tandy first, then Martina to share their thoughts, and then we're probably going to have to finish off.
I think we should add building a school curriculum to support green jobs. The first one for governments.
Okay, bring this one back in.
When people are young, they know the importance of green jobs.
Okay, thanks, Tandy. So Tandy suggested we put number 1 back in. Martina?
I think that number 3 for education and number 2 for businesses are really similar. So I think we should remove number 3 for education, because I think the one in businesses is more specific. So not only experience and opportunities, but also internships.
Okay, so you're suggesting we get rid of number 3 from education?
I can see there's a lot of thumbs up for that one, Kirsty.
Is there anyone else we haven't heard from yet at all today in this section of the debates? Keen that everyone gets a chance to share. Anybody who hasn't said anything yet or would like to? Let's have a look. Anastasia, is there anything you want to add? Or Anna?
I think everything is okay except from number 1 from government and number 1 from education are again similar, and also number 1 from education and 2 are similar. So maybe we should remove number 1 from education, because I think it's more important to learn at a young age.
Okay.
I also think that everything is okay, but in businesses, the 4th point, I think that it isn't
That's okay. Try again, Anastasia. Having some sound issues.
can you hear me now?
A little, yeah, we can hear you a bit better.
Okay, so the fourth point in businesses, I don't really understand it, and I don't think that it is really that important. So I think we should like erase it from the most important points.
Okay, thanks, Anastasia. So Anastasia suggesting maybe removing point 2 from education and point 4 from businesses. So it's past now, team. We've got to finish off our debate. So I wonder if I don't remove anything else from the board now, how many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we've got 9 points there. Are you happy across our whole team of debaters, all of the teams, all the students, that these are perhaps the most impactful things that can happen? Are we happy with this if I let you have 9 rather than 5?
Yes, but after all, everything starts from one person, not from a group.
No, that's very true. So the reason that these groups were selected, these were the key stakeholders that were identified in our primary student essays as perhaps being able to have the most impact. Okay,
I would like to add a few points, please.
I'm afraid we're going to be out of time, Adia. You've managed to share quite a few points with us. So let's get a final reaction from our whole team, everybody. Are you happy with this board, team? If you give us a thumbs up or give us some sort of reaction. And what do our audience members think? We've got a lot of teachers and parents and classes watching at home. Share your reactions there as well. So we think there's a couple of people that disagree, but I'm getting a lot of thumbs up, a lot of positive reaction. Anita, any final thoughts? Has it been easy to come to a decision?
I mean, you're never going to get everybody to agree, are you? I think it's obviously just going with the majority. So I think the majority of people are quite happy with how things are. So do I need to then hand over to the judges to see if there's anything they'd like to add?
Yeah, judges, you've got a few moments if you want to add any final questions or comments in, and then we'll break and you can make your decisions ready for the awards. Judges, anything you'd like to add at this point?
Oh, Monday, please. Thank you.
So, I see Penny go first. Ladies first.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that I think trying to get it down from those 9 points would be very hard, because I've heard some very good arguments for all of those points. So I think you've done very well, all of you, to come up with those ideas and given us a lot to think about. So yeah, I'd keep all those in. They're a very good point.
Weren't they? They debated very well.
Absolutely, yes.
See anybody else has got any? Oh, Kirsty, would you like to say something?
I think the students have done a fantastic job, and I think it would be really hard to narrow that list down, even from the sort of initial 18 or 20 points that we had. And as you've all raised some good points about there being a need for individual action, you raised a lot of good points about accessibility and perhaps the differences between those students in those countries that perhaps have more access to resource such as the internet versus perhaps those rural communities that don't have the connectivity and the need to be able to reach both by using different kinds of media and different kinds of teaching and education. So I think there's probably a few points on there that we can cluster together, but I think you guys have done really well in trying to narrow those down and identify them, and identify that there's individual action required, as well as having support from all of those 4 sectors. It was interesting that all 4 sectors were identified as needing to step up and take a bit more action. There wasn't a single stakeholder group there that stood out as needing to do everything, but nobody got off. The governments, the media, the education team and the businesses, all, it seemed like they've got a little bit of work to do to better help support young people according to what young people are saying.
I think they also need to start talking to each other, don't they? That's how it comes to me. That's my conclusion. Thank you very much.
Wonderful. Well, thank you very much, everybody. I know we didn't quite get to hit everybody's points. We do have to finish off because we now need to send our judges away to go and make some very difficult decisions based on the debate. So we are going to finish this Zoom session. Eva will keep the link going, but we're going to have about 20-25 minute break. I'm going to send the judges now a separate Zoom link to go away and have a discussion. So judges, check your email in a moment for a Zoom link from me where we can meet and you can have the very difficult decision of trying to identify some of our winners from today. Up first, perhaps. I'll invite the judges perhaps first to share their initial thoughts, an overall sort of summary of the debate and the speakers we've had today. It was a very hard decision for you, wasn't it, judges? Do you want to share any comments or initial observations with our teams to start off with?
Just to say that I've been really blown away by how good all the young people on the debate today have been. As I was saying to Kirsty, I thought I'd chosen an easy debate going for the youngsters, but they've all come up with such brilliant ideas and really interesting discussion points. I'm so pleased that I did join you today. It's been great.
Thanks, Penny. Any comments from Peter? Go ahead.
Right. For me, I'm coming from Africa, this other side of the world, and sitting here and listening to you guys, because I visit schools, I'm just proud of each and every one of you. You guys were amazing. If you look at the notes I made when you guys were talking, I'm like, you guys impressed me and you guys did a good job. I'm proud of each and every one of you. For you who talked, guys, you are going, probably our next UN member or Secretary General will come from this group. So you guys just imagine that. So you did really well and so proud of you. Okay. So well done, team.
Thanks, Amondi. Shane, go ahead.
Yeah, in fact, I just want to say, job well done to all of you. My main observations were the fact that you've all done an amazing research and presented your points in a creative manner. And I hope that from this debate, you would take the key learnings from the presentation, as well as the actual debate when you were looking at the 20 ideas shared on the board to decide on the top 9 ideas, yeah? And what I want you to do is, once you go to school or in your respective community, you would have to now become ambassadors of the key messages or the key learnings that you've acquired through this interesting debate, okay? And don't give up yet. Keep on doing your research and also play a very active role in your respective school clubs or any other initiatives within your community, okay? And I look forward to your participation in the next debate next year, all right? So all the best and job well done once again.
Wonderful, thank you, Shane, for those words of encouragement. And Sikulele, I'll invite you as well. This is your first involvement with the Trust for Sustainable Living and our student debates. Have you been impressed?
Thank you for this opportunity. Students, I stand before you today to remind you of your incredible potential and the boundless possibilities that lies ahead. Each one of you possesses unique talents, ideas, and dreams that can shape the world in remarkable ways. So embrace your curiosity, for it fuels your desire to explore and to learn and to grow. Remember to think critically, as you have shown today, and question the world around you, as you have indicated to us. And also be courageous, never fear failure. For it is through challenges that we learn, adapt, and become stronger. Together, let us imagine a future filled with kindness, innovation, as we have indicated to us today, and passion, where you bring your minds that can make a difference, as we have shown today. For me, you have the power to create the world you envision. So dream big, work hard, and believe in yourselves. The future awaits your incredible contributions, students. I was very impressed, and my scoring from one group to another, I think there was a difference of 1% between the first group and the last group. So I was very impressed. Thank you.
Thank you. So thank you, judges, for those wonderful words of support and encouragement. And students, I just want to reiterate what an amazing job you have done. Your essays initially to get you into the debates were invited as the top ones from your country. You put a lot of work and research into those, and that's really been reflected as well as the hard work that you've put in over the last couple of weeks with Ever and I, as we've helped you prepare, shape your ideas, and then helped you to decide how you want to present them. And you've done a fantastic job. So a huge round of applause to all of our student participants in the debates. Well done. The judges did have to make a decision. I had to bend a few arms and wrestle a few thoughts out of them, but I just want to go to Anita before we get to the judges' final decisions. Anita, this is your first time moderating the debate, so just wonder if you had any thoughts you wanted to share or comments with the students as well.
Well, I think everybody, all the judges have actually said what I would say. I mean, I was absolutely blown away with the research, and actually it was the passion. I felt that everybody was really passionate about what they were saying. And I would like to end with what we always do as tour guides in our living rainforest. We do say to the young people, you have a voice. If you want to speak up and you don't like something or you feel you could change something, just speak up. Right, just use your passion.
Thanks, Anita. Okay, before we get on to the essay results, which Carl has joined us for and is going to present in a moment, the judges have asked me to try and summarise their idea and make the announcements for the awards for the debates. So the judges identified our best overall group today from the primary school debates as the media team, Team Primary 2. So congratulations to Adia, Chunya, Ransom, Jovan, Mahmoudi, Dorin, Gary and Nicholas from the media team. The judges said that you had a really strong overall presentation. You had good contributions from across your team throughout the debates as well. So they've identified you as best overall team. Well done. The judges said it was a very tight decision. So they wanted to commend the education team for a really strong presentation. In the presentation section, your team scored the highest. So well done to our education team. The government's team were recognised by the judges for having globally relevant ideas, and they were really impressed with the presentation, particularly the addition of the poem at the end to summarise. So congratulations to our government team for having such globally relevant ideas in this debate. Well done. And the judges identified that the business team should be commended for identifying the need for partnerships between different stakeholders, for example, businesses and the governments, and the idea that businesses need to be a key in terms of innovation and also funding, not just relying on governments for that. So the identification of partnerships. So the judges also wanted to commend the other teams, education, business and governments teams, for an excellent job today. Well done to all of our teams. And there were some individual commendations as well that the judges wanted us to recognise. So they were Haranga from our government's team. So Haranga, the judges felt that you were a very confident presenter. They also really enjoyed the poem and the way that you shared that with the team and the conclusion that you put together for your team's debate. So congratulations to Haranga for one of our individual commendations. Anything you'd like to add, Haranga?
I'm really happy, Kirsty, to participate in the TSL debate. Normally, I like to say the environment.
Wonderful. Thank you, Haranga. We're really pleased to have you as well. We hope you come and join us for many more. Congratulations. The judges also wanted to commend Nathan from our business team. Let me pull you up on screen, Nathan, so we can spotlight you. They said that you gave some really thoughtful and insightful arguments and points that were raised, making about inclusion and other communities as well, and making sure that green jobs are accessible for everyone. So congratulations to you, Nathan. Anything you'd like to share?
Thank you. It's been an honor to participate in the TSL debates and in the essays as well.
You're very welcome, Nathan. We really enjoyed your essay and your contribution, so thank you for that at the debates today. Well done to you. And the judges felt that a final commendation needed to go to Nat Ann. So I'm going to pop you on the screen for everyone. They felt that you did an excellent job presenting your points, but also defending your ideas and suggestions as other debaters challenge those. So well done to you, Nat Ann. Is there anything you'd like to share?
Well, really, I just want to share that I like being one of the ones that stick out. Just literally.
Excellent. Well done, Anne. Thank you very much. And I asked the judges to identify, if they could, a best overall individual debater. And they couldn't do it. They had to identify two. There were two individuals today that really stood out to our judges for excellent rebuttals and arguments, excellent analytical skills of the points they were presenting, and also in arguing and counter-arguing, and really confident presentations. So the first time we've ever had two best individuals identified by our judges were Adia and Jovan. So congratulations to Adia and Jovan. Eva, can you spotlight Jovan for me? Oh, there we go. Spotted him. Adia, anything you'd like to say to the judges?
Yes, please. Actually, this was a very enriching journey and it was so much fun. I learned so many things. Overall, thank you.
You're welcome, Adia. Thank you very much. Jovan, anything you'd like to say?
This was both challenging, fun, and exciting. I can't believe I won.
Excellent. I'm glad you both enjoyed your journeys. Thank you for participating with us. Okay, let me just remove the spotlight for both of you. And then, so just a quick recap from our debates. The award for Best Overall Group has gone to the media team. Congratulations to you. Jovan and Adia received our Best Individual commendations. Judges mentioned Haranga, Nathan and Nat Ann for their excellent contributions to the debate and wanted to recognise them as well. And the judges commended the education team for strong presentations, the government's team for globally relevant ideas, and the businesses team for recognising the need for partnerships. So congratulations to all of our debaters today. And again, thank you, judges, for your hard work there in trying to narrow those decisions down. And I'm all going to hand over now to Carl Hansen, who's the director of TSL. He's going to be sharing with you the results from the essay competition, because way back in January, you had to submit some essays to us to get you into the debate. So Carl, I'll spotlight you and ask you if you can share your thoughts with us and then also introduce our essay competition winners for the primary school debates.
Absolutely. So before I reveal the winners of the essay competition, I just want to say a massive congratulations to all the students participating today on the business, government, media, and
Education.
educators team. That's right. Well done for your amazing arguments. And also to the judges for the generosity of your time today. We can't do this without you, so thank you so much. And of course to Anita for moderating, and Kirsty and Eva as well for being our backbone team. So without further ado, I'm going to now read out the top winners of the primary essay competition. Starting in 9th place, we have a winner from Heartland International School by the name of Gary Nair. Is Gary with us today?
Hello.
Cheers.
Hello. So you're in 9th place, 9th top essay in, from how many essays this year, Kirsty?
247 primary, I think we had.
Amazing. So thank you so much. And could I just ask everyone to send congratulations and reactions online rather than clapping. All right. Okay, in 8th place, we have a winner from Vietnam, from the Sunshine Maple Bear Elementary School by the name of Nguyen Thai Tran. Well done. Would you like to share any thoughts with us on being 8th place?
It's a quick congratulations for me, and I'm feeling quite exciting and happy right now.
Well done. Well done for your amazing essay. Thank you so much. Okay, and in 7th place, we didn't just have one winners, we had 3 winners this year. So we have 3 winners from Sri Lanka, Vietnam, and the UK. So we have a winner from Trinity College School in Sri Lanka by the name of Hiranga again. And we also have Natan from Vietnam, from the Sunshine Maple Bear Elementary School, as well as from King's College School in the UK, Nicholas Zeng. So you are our joint 7th place winners, all 3 of you. So well done. Okay, and then moving on to 6th place, we have another winner from UAE, from the Heartland International School, Tandy Yimungoyi.
Thank you very much. I enjoyed doing the essay writing.
Oh, well, you did very well in it, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Very well done. Okay, and then in 5th place, we have again 2 joint winners this time. We have Alina Ryburn from Heartland International School in the UAE, and we have Hamsini Sentil from International School Seychelles.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
Is Alina with us still? Can't see if Alina's with us still. Oh, she can't get in as a panelist. Sorry, Alina, we'll add you now. Okay, but Alina's on the line. Congratulations, Alina.
Brilliant. We can come back to Alina. Okay, and then in 4th place, we have a winner from Multiple Intelligence International School in the Philippines, Nathan Ombre.
Thank you so much for this experience. It was so great to share my opinion and being part of the TSL debates.
Well, thank you for excelling in both the essay and the debates. well done. Okay, has Alina joined us, or are we, or should I go on to the third place winner? I'll go on to third.
I've joined.
Oh, hello, Alina. Hello, so did you hear that you are a joint 5th place winner for the essay competition? Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well done, Alina. Okay, and then joint 3rd place. Again, we have 2 winners. We have Jeremy Zhang from King's College School, UK, and we have Esther Ibukun Oyinbowade from Pearl Shore School, Nigeria. Are you with us?
They're both on the line, but neither have got their camera on, so I can't spotlight you.
Okay. Feel free to speak and say a few words if you want to. Jeremy and Esther.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. I really enjoyed writing the essay and the journey through this competition.
Oh, well, well done, Esther. You really excelled, so well done.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Jeremy, did you want to say something as well? You can unmute.
So, right, and it just leaves two last spots. In 2nd place, we have a private entry from India, and the 2nd place winner is Adya Aravind Shankar. Well done, Adya.
Thank you. Today seems to be my lucky day. I put in a lot of effort and I learned so many things, and I'm very glad I participated. Congratulations to all the other winners.
Oh, thank you for your graciousness, Adya. Okay, and now finally we come to the first prize essay in the primary category.
Carl, may I say this is a surprise? I haven't let the teacher or the student know, but they are on the call with us.
Oh, right. Okay. Okay. Very good. First prize in the essay competition, primary category, goes to Ahel Saha from King's College School, UK.
Ahel, are you able to switch your video on and unmute and share your thoughts with us? I'm not sure we're able to. We'll see if we can get Ahel up on screen.
Anyway, well done, everyone. Well done, all of you. Well done, amazing debaters, and well done, amazing essay writers. Thank you for representing your countries today. It's been an absolute pleasure and honor, as it is every year, for us to go through this with you, and hopefully we all come out stronger and better able to face the future. All right, Kirsty, thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, Carl. I just invited Ahel if he's able to switch his video on and share his thoughts with us. I'm not sure if he's on the same system as Jeremy and Nicholas. Hopefully he's able to. But yes, massive congratulations to all of our debaters. Huge thank you to all of the teacher champions and the parents that have been supporting you behind the scenes over the last few months as you've prepared, but not only your essays, but also to participate in the debates. I know this is a busy time of year for a lot of you, so Eva and I are hugely grateful for all of the time that you have put into your preparation sessions, to all the conversations that you have had with your teammates on Slack, and to the really challenging debates that you've just had, and the challenge that you've given to the judges that are experts in their field and have been challenged by 7 to 11-year-olds, which is fantastic to see these youth voices challenging our adult generation, and perhaps sharing some ideas with us as how governments, media, educators and businesses can help to better support young people thrive in green jobs. So thank you very much, everybody, for joining us, for participating in our essay competition in the debates. Huge thank you again, and congratulations to all of our students. You're all winners. We're really grateful for your time and participation. Thank you to the judges who have done an amazing job, for Anita, who's been a wonderful moderator for us, and I think's been gonna join us for tomorrow's secondary sessions as well. To Eva for all of her help and support for Zoom over the last 6 months. She's organised and sent a lot of Zoom links and messages out to everyone. So thank you to you, Eva. Carl, for your help with the announcements. And a final thank you to our students, teacher champions and parents. And we very much look forward to hopefully seeing you in 2024. Details of our next competition will be launching on the TSL website in September. So keep your eyes peeled and get your brains working over the summer to think about how you might participate next year. Eva, I see your hand is raised. Go ahead.
I was super excited. That was an accident, but I'll use that chance to say hi and thank you. And Kirsty, thank you for teaching everyone and me on how to go through this online experience on green jobs and environmental justice. Thank you too.
You are very welcome. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure. That is the end of the 2023 TSL Primary School Debates on how young people can be better supported to thrive in green jobs. Thank you all for sharing your ideas with us. Congratulations to our winners. And as the judges have said, keep moving forward, keep sharing your ideas, keep raising those really important youth voices and sharing your thoughts with the adults of the world that are going to be hopefully helping to make it a better place for you over the next few years. Congratulations, everybody. Well done. Thank you for joining us, and goodbye.
Kirsty, can I please take a minute?
Yeah.